Okay, good evening everyone. Just to let everyone know, this is a subscriber only live, so only subscribers can comment. So if you're not a subscriber, you'll probably find you can't comment. Hello everyone. So I was going to do class 1 for subscribers as a closed group for subscribers only. However, for class 1, because it's oracle card readings, I've decided to do a live class for subscribers that everyone can see, even if you're not a subscriber. And it just kind of shows what the future classes are going to be like for my subscribers. Next Sunday it will be closed class for subscribers only, but I just thought I would make the first live card reading class for subscribers, but that everyone can see. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm just going to wait to see if we get people jumping on, especially if you've got any subscribers. If you haven't subscribed and you want to subscribe so that you can take part in the class, there should be a subscription button at the top. But I'm going to be doing a 2-part class on reading cards using just your intuition. I'm also going to be doing a prize draw for the subscribers, and one of our subscribers is going to be winning this beautiful bracelet tonight. So I'm excited to see who is going to win this bracelet. Apologies for anyone who's not a subscriber and can't comment. It's just that this is a subscriber only class, so only the subscribers can comment. Hello everyone. But anyone is welcome to subscribe if they want to take part in future classes. But this is just going to be a first class so everyone can see. I love teaching, especially the spiritual path, so it's nice to hello Sky, hello. It's nice to see everyone coming on, even our non-subscribers, and it's good that I can be able to show you the sort of things I'm going to be doing in the future for subscribers only. So we're going to, every Sunday is going to be a spiritual development class, like this one, for subscribers only. And we will also have on a Wednesday a topic night. So we maybe do things like karaoke and meditation nights. We might have a PJ party night or whatever. We might have a night where we can just all kind of go on camera and just have a chat, question and answer session. So I've got lots of things planned for all my subscribers. Thank you for the like, Sky. So everyone can view this class tonight and the live prize draw for our subscribers. For the subscribers that are already in my Facebook group, hopefully I can still download this video afterwards and put it into the subscriber group on Facebook. Okay, so I think before we start class, I will do the prize draw. So we have 4 so far TikTok subscribers, and we also have 12 Facebook subscribers that subscribe during my Facebook time. But in December, everyone's coming over to TikTok subscriptions. But I couldn't leave the Facebook subscribers out of the draw, etc., because they have been with me for a month already. In fact, yeah, they have been with me for a month already. Hello, hello. So I'm gonna, I've got all the pieces of paper with names on in here. So I'm gonna empty these out for our subscribers, and I'm gonna, as I pop these in, I'm going to show you, just to be fair, that all the names are in here. So let me just empty this out first, and then I'm going to hold the pot so that you can see, and I've got the little bits of paper with the names on them. So the first name going in the pot for subscriber only is, I know, fingers and thumbs today. Who have we got? Cecilia. So Cecilia, your name is going in the pot. Okay, next name in the pot. Let's see who we've got. They're going in here. Oops. We have got Rochelle. So Rochelle, your name is going in the pot. Hello, hello, hello everyone. Okay, who else have we got for subscribers? Let me see. I've just put the 10 down just now so I can do these. Lucy Flash Yates. So our very own Lucy is going in the pot. Okay, and then the next name in the pot is Patrice, or our love, Patrice. So Patrice, you're going in the pot. And then we have got, what else have we got? This is exciting, I can't wait. I have been waiting all month to see who's going to win this bracelet. Jen. So Jen is going in the pot. Okay. And then we have, what else have we got? Hello everyone. Yay, Lucy has subscribed. Yay. Lucy, hello. Oh, thank you. Well, your name is in the pot, girl. Thank you for subscribing. Yay. Love you, girl. So the next name is Jen Ray. Jen Ray. So Jen Ray is going in the pot, our very own Jen. I'm glad you subscribed, yay! You're full of surprises, girl. Okay, Caitlin Louise. Caitlin Louise is going in the pot. Yeah, you would think that they would let the moderators in, but I suppose TikTok see it as subscribers. Yep, that's the magic of you. You're full of surprises. Okay, next name. You just didn't want to miss out on the excitement of the prize draw. That's what it is. That's the magic of you. Tracy Phelps. Tracy Phelps is going in the pot. Our very own Tracy. Hello, Elaine. I do know you too well. I'm excited to see who's winning this bracelet. Our very own Steph. Steph is going in the pot. So Steph, you're in the pot. Okay, next name I've got written down is Karen Yearsley Kenny. Karen Yearsley Kenny. And these classes are just for our subscribers. So I just thought next week it will be subscriber only closed class because we will be doing in-depth spiritual classes. But I wanted everybody just to see what the subscribers are getting for subscribing. Elizabeth Fernier. So that's Elizabeth Fernier is going in the pot. Okay, who else have we got? I do know you too well. I don't know if Janae's managing to come in tonight. I know she was on the... Talking about Janae. There we go. Janae. Janae is going in the pot. So Janae is going in the pot. We have Colette Gallagher. Colette, you are going in the pot. Okay. I love your subscriber badge, Lucy. You're glowing tonight. Stacey Hibbard, our very own Stacey. You're going in the pot. We have got 2 more left, 2 more names to go. Isn't it just? And then we've got our Casey. Miss Sassy Pants herself, Casey. Yay, Casey's going in the pot. Can't miss our Casey out. Well, your badge is certainly glowing. That's what I'm saying. The TikTok subscription is going to help me because seeing the badges means I know who my subscribers are. Whereas when it was on the Facebook, it was quite difficult to tell who was the subscribers because obviously when they came onto TikTok, they didn't have their glowing badge. So come December, hopefully all the Facebook ones will be moving over to TikTok subscriptions, although Lucy got in there. Jess Whitaker. So that's Jess Whitaker is going in the pot as well. So we have a total of 16 names in the pot to win this beautiful bracelet. This beautiful bracelet will be getting shipped to somebody tomorrow in the post with healing energy and crystals in it. I make them all myself. Isn't it great news? It's going to help me immensely having the TikTok subscribers only because I'll know at a glance who is subscribed. There are many benefits to subscribing. TikTok gives the subscribers, I think, badges and hats and goodness knows what. But on top of that, all my subscribers get to join my classes every Sunday. Oh, good question. What? Okay. On the prize bracelet, we have green jade crystals all the way through it. So we've got green jade. We also have black volcanic crystal on there as well. The black volcanic crystals, you can actually put oils on there, or you can put herbs. You can grind herbs onto it if you wanted to. It also has one, I don't know if you can see that, one rose quartz crystal on there as well. Hello, Casey. Casey has joined. You've just missed your name going in the pot, Casey. And look, Lucy Lou has subscribed. She's got her badge. Yep, so let's do the prize draw first. So I'm just going to give this a good old shake. Got it in my little tin here. We've got 16 names. So let's give it a shake. Shake, rattle and roll. I want to mix these names up good and proper. So you've got a 1 in 16 chance of getting that bracelet, folks. Right. Okay. I'm just going to rummage around in the pot and just pick a name at random. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Okay. We have a winner. Da-da-da. Drum roll, Lucy. Oh my goodness. Lucy Flash Yates. Yay! Lucy Flash Yates. Well done, Lucy. You win the bracelet. Yep. It was done fair and square. Lucy, as you can see, all the other names are in there. And just to prove it, we've got all the other names, but yeah. Lucy Lou, the bracelet is going to be winging its way to you. Well, I am glad one of my subscribers has won it. Oh, see, then you must have needed that. You must have needed the jade and the rose quartz. I kind of did the same thing. Before I did the draw, when I was writing out the names, I kind of said whoever gets drawn, I just leave it in the hands of spirit. Let spirit. And the good thing is I'm blind, so I can't see the names. I just stick my hand in, roll them about, and then pick whatever name is in the hat. So yeah. So not only have you subscribed tonight, Lucy, this little gem is coming your way. Yay! Well done, Lucy Lou. I'm excited. And thank you to everyone. For next month's goal, if I can get 20 subscribers by mid-month or mid-December, I'm going to be giving 2 prizes away instead of 1. So in December's prize draw for subscribers, there will be 2 prizes instead of 1. All the prizes are handcrafted by myself. They are blessed and they are cleansed by myself. And I also put your name in the blessing as well. So Lucy's name will go obviously in the blessing. The healing energy is spiritual healing and Reiki energy in it. And you can renew that energy on a full moon. So I'm excited. So yeah, thank you guys as well. So with that said, let's get on with class. I know Lucy, you've seen the class before, but for our new subscribers, we're going to do class 1, which is learning to read cards using your intuition. Now, with most cards, let me just show you. For example, the unicorn cards that I use quite a lot. A lot of people will take the little book that comes with the cards. They will deal the cards and then all the meanings, reversed and otherwise, are in the cards. So it's simple for anyone to read without using your intuition. However, using your intuition has many benefits that following the guidebook does not have. One of the benefits is that no card is the same. So, for example, I'm going to just show you one of my unicorn cards. The oracle cards, as well as having the rule books, all oracle cards have keywords and a brief description that helps you to get guided into the card. So for this one's Cosmic Diamond, it's number 30. Spread hope and joy and illuminate the world. So if you're not using your intuition, you would go to the guidebook and further delve into what that meaning is. All right? But remember, somebody designed these cards. And whoever designed them, designed the keywords to go with them and designed the rules for each card. So if you're following the guidebook with the card deck, this card is going to be the same message for everyone. But reading using your intuition means that this card can be different for everyone, depending on what your intuition and your guides are telling you. Hello, Sky. So, how do we read using intuition? Well, before we do that, we need to know how to protect ourselves and how to read. A lot of people buy tarot cards or they buy, I'm just going to turn this light down. I'm a little bit on the bright side. Is that better? A lot of people that buy cards, they think, right, we'll buy a deck of cards, any old cards, take it home, unwrap them and start reading. That is not the ideal way to work with your cards. Yeah, exactly, Lucy. You know, when you first start using your intuition, it's a bit tricky because you kind of self-doubt yourself, right? And then what happens? You find yourself sneaky peeking at the book. Temptation makes you sneaky peek at the book, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of reading by intuition. Yes, and it does get easier. What is it they say? Practice makes perfect. And that is the key to intuition. When I first started doing spiritual readings, I didn't read with cards. It was just mediumship. And then I decided, let's go with cards. and I got my first tarot cards. And I used the book religiously, with all the rules and the regulations that go with it. But what I was finding, the rules in the book contradicted my intuition and what Spirit were telling me that card meant. And that left me confused, because then you're kind of thinking, well, do I follow the book or do I follow Spirit? So I tossed the book and I trusted Spirit. And let me tell you, what I did find was when I read through it using intuition, it's a lot more accurate than I do if I'm reading through rule book. Because you've got to remember who made the rule. Who made the rules book for tarot? Who made the rules book for this deck of cards? Well, for this particular deck of cards in Magic Unicorn cards, it was Diana Cooper. Diana Cooper designed and wrote the cards. So Diana Cooper has said what each card means according to Diana Cooper. Right? Same with tarot. Rider Waite was the original rule writer for tarot. So everybody follows Rider Waite tarot, even if it's a different deck of tarot. Tarot is tarot. Each card, according to the tarot rules, means the same. Whereas reading through intuition, it means totally different for everyone. But yeah, you're right, it does get easier. Now, if anyone does want to comment in the classes or join in future classes, hit that subscribe button at the top and you'll get into every single one of the classes. Okay, so before we delve into how to read the cards, we need to know how to choose the cards, how to keep ourselves safe, and how to attune those cards to your energy. Right? Those cards have to work with you just as much as you have to work with those cards. And if you choose the wrong card or you choose the wrong deck, no matter what you do, that deck is not going to work with you, because it's going to be totally alien. I have picked up decks of cards in shops and I've looked at the designs, etc. And I think, no, there's something putting me off. Using my intuition again, it's like, nope, something's turning me off that one. I can't relate to those images. And that's the thing, is the images that you need to be able to relate to. If the images do not speak to you, it's not the right deck for you. Hello everyone. Hello Malay. For everyone joining, it is a subscriber only comment tonight. I'm usually going to be doing these classes privately, but because subscriber is new to my TikTok, I wanted everyone just to see a sample of the class. So class 1 is everyone can see class 1, but from next Sunday it'll only be subscribers that will get an invite to the classes, if that makes sense. Thank you for the likes, Lucy. So first and foremost, choosing your card. How do you choose your card? There are several ways. If you're choosing cards online, make sure that when you're viewing your card online, 1, you can see the box, and 2, see if the online store lets you see some of the images of the cards, or at least lets you see the back of the box, which should have at least 2 or 3 images of the cards. Pay attention to the images. When you're looking at the images, how do you feel? Do you feel, oh, I don't like those images, there's something not right about those images? Or do you feel, well, actually, there's something nice about that. That really does draw me. And I can't go away without taking this box with me. Then you know that that's a deck for you. I remember doing a class over on Facebook, and Lucy will verify this because Lucy was in that class. And one of the oracle decks that I was showing on class was the Isis one. And Lucy went, oh my gosh, there's something about those images. Yep, definitely, Lucy. I do that with everything, vibration. But you can't do that online. You can't kind of put your hand through the television screen and grab the box and feel the box or touch the cards. Personally, if I can't get the decks that I want online, I will go to a spiritual shop. And a lot of spiritual shops have sample card decks. So they will have the sealed decks, but they'll have sample cards. And they will allow you to touch the box. They will allow you to touch the cards and to view the images of each card. So you're able to touch the card, feel if the vibrations of that card fit with you, or whether they just don't feel right. Always hold the deck or the cards in your left hand when choosing a deck of cards physically, i.e. in a shop. It's your spiritual side, and if you put it in your right hand, you may not feel very much at all. Putting items in your left hand, you're going to, excuse my birds in the background, you're going to feel the vibration even more. If you don't feel vibration and there's something really off with your gut instinct, those cards aren't for you. Or if you're looking at the images of the cards, for example, this one, you know, how does this card make you feel? Or this card? Or this card? Do these images draw you? Or do these images kind of, oh no, these images don't mean anything to me. I have no feelings about these images. Or I just feel a bit off with these images because these images are just not speaking to me. So that is how to choose your deck of cards. You did. Yes, he is. And it's not just Rocky now that's whistling, it's Rio. Rio has started to talk as well, which Rio hasn't spoken in about 8 years. And it wasn't until we put them both in separate cages that Rio started talking. We had to split the two of them up because Rocky, in his old age, was getting a grumpy old man and decided he was going to attack Rio. So every time Rocky got in a grumpy mood, poor Rio's backside got it tight, to the point Rio stopped talking. So we then decided it's not fair on Rio. We split them up. We got both of them new cages. So they're now in separate cages, but the amazing thing is Rio is now copying Rocky, and he's also starting to talk and say things like hello, etc. Yep. Yeah. And they are very spiritual birds. They will pick up. Rocky still has my mum's voice. And sometimes I can be in the kitchen, and sometimes on the very rare occasion, Rocky will shout Catherine, which is my name. So it, or it'll come out with a man's voice that is not my partner's voice, or a woman's voice that is not my voice. They pick up on spirits. So yeah, they are very spiritual birds. Hello everyone. For everyone that's just joining, this is a subscriber only class. Only subscribers can comment. So if you want to join in future classes and be able to comment, etc. Future classes will not be open to everyone on TikTok though. As from next week, it will only be open to TikTok subscribers. But I wanted to give everyone a sample of the lessons that I'm going to be doing here on TikTok for my subscribers. We're also going to have every Wednesday event nights. So we're going to have karaoke nights. We're going to have subscriber only reading nights. We're going to have mediumship nights. We might even have a spirit board night for subscribers only. We might have scrying nights. We might have get-together nights where we can join each other on camera. So that I've got lots planned for my subscribers. So I'm excited about that. Thank you, Lucy. So, we've just covered things like how to choose your card. So you've chosen your card either online or in person. You know that those cards feel right because, one, you've looked at the images. Also, pay attention to the description on the back of the box. Does the subscription suit you? Maybe you love unicorns and unicorns draw you. Same with the angel cards that I often use. What does the image on the angel card say? And how do the images, apart from the words, how do the images make you feel? Do the images draw you? Do they speak to you in some way? Etc. Do you feel safe with them? Maybe some of the images feel okay, but some of them don't. Kind of thing. Right, so this is a spirit animal one. So it's not just a case of just going into a store and just grabbing any old cards and hoping for the best. The card has to speak to your inner soul. It has to speak to your psyche or your psychic being. Hello, Ingrid. So that's how you pick a card. So what happens when we get them home? So Lucy has done this class with me already. So I'm going to ask Lucy to tell me what she would do. Okay, I'm going to give her an example. And then I'll give her the right answer, of course, if she's wrong. But Lucy, you've just bought the unicorn cards, complete with the guidebook. Okay? So you take them home and you want to read them. What would be the first thing that you do with these cards? No pressure. Yeah. First and foremost, cleanse and bond with your cards. Remember, even though the card deck that you choose, it might come in wrapping. The cards might be bound in plastic. But you don't know who's touched these cards, right? during the manufacture of the cards, you don't know how many hands have touched your deck of cards. Could be 20, could be 30 people have handled your deck. You know, even if you've bought them online, who is packing your cards? Who puts them in the box? Who puts them in the postage? So many hands could be touching your deck of cards, especially as well if it's in a shop, right? Because what do you do in a shop? You pick up your cards, you take them to the checkout. The checkout lady then takes those cards off you, doesn't she? Or he. Scans them, puts them through the till and gives you the card. Now you've got her energy and your energy on these cards. And then you might take them home and your partner says, oh, they're nice cards, and decides he's going to handle them, right? So you need to cleanse all of that energy from your cards. And more importantly, you need to make sure that nobody else during the cleansing and attuning period touches your cards, because you're going to have to start all over again. Yep. Yep, I do that. What I do is I usually use, now I do have some somewhere because I brought it with me today. I did bring it, yeah, there it is. I prefer to use Californian white sage. Absolutely love using my sage. I would light the sage, let it smoke, and then let the flame go out. Then I would take my deck of cards in the box and I would cleanse the outside of the box. Just let the smoke waft over the box. Then what I do is I take the lid and I cleanse the lid. Then I would also take the cards and I would cleanse the cards. I would even go and cleanse each card individually. Yes, it takes more time, but you get a more thorough cleanse. And what about the book that comes with it? Even though if you are reading through with intuition, you still need to cleanse the book. So I would put the smoke on all sides of the book. I would then take the book and fan the pages above the smoke so that the smoke gets into every page of the book. And then the bottom of the box. Inside and out, I would cleanse the whole box. After cleansing, what I would then do is, first and foremost, the book goes in my box because I will never use the book. I never really read the book when I get them. I just don't want to be confused when reading tarot. So the next thing that I do is I take my time and I go through each card. I will hold the card in my left hand and I will look at the image and I will read the words. And I will do that with every single card in the deck. Doing that, you're putting your energy into each and every card. Once you've done that, what I tend to do is wrap the card in a black cloth. The black cloth then protects it from outside energies, apart from myself, of course, if I'm handling the cards in the black cloth. So I will always use a black pouch or a black satin cloth to wrap my cards in. Then, for 3 days and 3 nights, this card deck will go with me everywhere. So if I'm going out, this goes in my handbag with me. If I'm coming back in the house, I usually wear a jumper or a cardigan that's got a pocket in it, so I can slip these in a pocket. And then, of course, when I'm going to my bed at night, the cards will go under my pillow. And you do that for 3 nights. 3 days and 3 nights. That allows the cards to attune with your energy before you even read them. Yep. But yeah, you can also knock the deck or knock the cards, right? I knock the cards before every reading because my cards are always kept in here and on the shelf. I know my partner wouldn't touch the cards without my permission, but you have visitors, right? And visitors come in and they explore your home, and they might pick up the cards. I had a friend do that not so long ago. They came in and, oh, these are lovely cards, without giving it a thought that maybe they shouldn't have handled it. I always pay attention to what cards they're picking up because then I can cleanse the energy. If somebody handles your cards, you don't have to attune the cards for 3 nights. You just simply take your sage and cleanse it. You only need to attune the card once in the lifetime of your deck. But obviously, if somebody else handles your card, you definitely need to make sure that you cleanse it. If that makes sense. Now this video will be saved to my Facebook group, hopefully. If I'm sure TikTok will allow me to download this for my Facebook subscribers. And next week, class 2, which is tarot cards. This week's class is Oracle, and next week's card will be tarot cards. Yeah. You know, you don't know where that person's been that's going to pick your cards up. You know, it could be a dark soul person, it could be a light soul person. It could be somebody that's putting bad juju or bad energy, or even a spell or a curse on it if it happens to be a dark witch or whatever. You don't want that hanging around your cards. You need to make sure that when you're reading your cards, it's only your energy that's on them. So definitely. So you've taken your cards home, you've cleansed them, and you might even want to do a blessing. I love to do a blessing on them. You know, I would always say, may these cards work with me for my highest good. May the readings that I do for other people be for their highest good, as I will it, so mote it be. But you can do whatever blessing that you feel that you need for your cards. Once you've done the 3-day induction with the cards and you've attuned those cards to your energy, then you're ready to read. But before you read, there's other steps that you need to take. So, again, I'm going to put Lucy on the hot spot here because she's done this class before. Lucy, you've cleansed your cards, you've brought them home, you've cleansed them, you've attuned them. You want to do a reading for yourself. And you want to do that reading, say, in your lounge. What's the next step? Yep, ground and protect. You need to make sure that you ground and protect yourself. But there's one step before that, and that comes before grounding and protecting yourself from reading the cards. Because the cards are already cleansed and attuned to your energy. So what about the space? What about the living space that you're going to be reading in? This is always my readings room. If I'm reading cards, this is the room that I would read my cards in. This is also the room where I would do all my spells, because I have, I don't know if you can see on the other side, if I can twist, but on the other side of the room I do have my altar and broom. So I also do my spell work, I also do my altar work in here. So if I'm reading cards, whether it's for myself or whether I'm coming online and reading cards, first thing I will do, get my good old handy Californian white sage bundle. And I will put it in an abalone shell so that I don't set the house on fire. I will light the sage and I will waft the smoke of that sage one over myself, starting from head to toe. I would also waft the cards, but I would also waft the smoke into every corner of the room that I'm reading in, making sure that I cover windows and doors especially. Sometimes I will go around the whole house first, so that every room, including the room that I'm reading in, is smudged. Native Americans call cleansing with sage smudge. So I would go around my home in a clockwise direction, never anti-clockwise. You want to bring good energy, not bad. So clockwise for good energy, anti-clockwise will always attract bad energy. You don't want that. So always go around in a clockwise position. I always, if I'm cleansing my house, I always start from our front door and work clockwise around all around the house. Luckily we have a bungalow, so it's all one level, and I then end at the front door again. So I've done a full round robin of the house. Obviously if you've got an upstairs and downstairs, you would go upstairs and smudge upstairs as well, again in a circular motion. Yes, so cleanse your space. That is first and foremost. Make sure that your space that you are working in is cleansed. Californian white sage is a good way of cleansing it. You can also cleanse it with sea salt and water. You can put a little bit of sea salt and water and wash down everything, but that's going to take ages. It's so much easier to use Californian white sage. Another thing that I often burn is incense. So you can get like incense cones or incense sticks. So even today, before I was doing this, all my area was cleansed and I've burned an incense stick. And then you need to call in spirit. Spirit will be drawn to light, candle light especially. So I always make sure that I have a lit candle. So I have a little pillar candle here that has been lit since I started this live. You can just see. I don't want to tilt it too much because the wax will blow out the candle. But you can obviously see the flame in there. The candle is flickering away. A lit candle also lets you know when spirit's around, because if you light your candle and the candle starts jumping about all over the place, the candle flame starts jumping about all over the place, it's a good indication that spirit are near. So a candle's a good indication that you've got visitors in your room. You will also know if you've got bad entities, especially if you don't cleanse your room area. Many years ago, I did a reading in my not so much wise days, and the client was running late, didn't think she was turning up, so I didn't bother cleansing the room. She turned up late anyway, so I just thought, oh, to hell with cleansing the room. I'll just do the cards anyway. And the candle exploded. There was wax everywhere. Hello everyone. So chances are, if you don't cleanse, you do run the risk of your candle exploding, or things getting moved in the room, etc. Because just like on earth, we have good spirits, but we also have the darker spirits, and the most, darker spirits can be very mischievous. No problem, Lucy. But yeah. Yeah, if you have candle problems, chances are you need to cleanse, stop doing what you're doing and give the room or the area a good cleanse. So, just recap for everybody that's just joined. Choose the cards, make sure those cards are attuned to that fit you. Again, this video will be saved to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be saving this one. All my classes are going to be saved to the Mystic Witch YouTube channel rather than the Lady Moonlight one. Just because I want the Lady Moonlight one is more sort of the one that everybody goes to, whereas the Mystic Witch one is more of my witchy stuff. Yeah, so you need to make sure that you choose a card deck that makes you feel alright about the card deck. You take it home. You need to make sure that you cleanse that deck, you handle that deck, and that deck goes with you everywhere for 3 days and 3 nights. Once you're ready to read that deck, you also need to cleanse the area or the space that you're going to be reading those cards. You then need to light some incense and light a candle. Candlelight will draw spirit in. As you light your candle, I often always say as well, may only good enter here, and may bad disappear. Good are welcome, bad are not welcome here. Now I'm already saged by this time, I'm smudged by this time, I'm cleansed, the room is cleansed, everything is cleansed. But I still can't take a chance of dark entities coming in while I'm doing reading. So one of the things that I do is I then imagine a cocoon or a ball of light surrounding me throughout the whole time that I am doing card reading. And as I see the ball of light surrounding me, I will then make an affirmation that, I will, incantation, if whatever you want to call it, that my circle is open only for light. Dark is not welcome here. And as I will it, so mote it be. But make it plain and clear that you will not welcome bad spirit. And bad spirit cannot enter your home if you have or your space. If you have made it very crystal clear at the beginning that you do not welcome any dark entities or any dark forces or souls. So then you're ready to do your card reading. So how do we read oracle cards? Just using our intuition. I have got 2 sets of oracle cards here just to give an example. Now anyone can message me if they have got questions, or unless if you are a subscriber you can comment on this live. If you're not already a subscriber and you want to subscribe for future classes, hit that subscribe button. We've already done the prize draw for this, and Lucy Flash Lou Yates won the bracelet. Congratulations, Lucy. If we can get to 20 subscribers, but in December, for December's draw, I will be doing 2 giveaways for subscribers. Hello, Diane Smith. So, now that we've cleansed and we're ready to read, how can we start reading using intuition? Oracle cards are the most easy cards to start off with. If you're choosing between oracle cards and tarot cards for starting out using your intuition, my advice is go with oracle first. Tarot is so complicated. I will be covering tarot cards in class 2 next week, but that will be a closed class for subscribers only. So it'll only be subscribers that will see the class next week. So if you're wanting part 2 of the class, make sure you subscribe by next Sunday so that you don't miss out on future classes. Hello, Jenny. Yay, Jenny's in the room. How are you? Yay. As you can see, Jenny and Lucy are subscribers, so they get to comment on tonight's live. Yay, we got Jenny. So, Jenny, we have just gone over, I will be sharing this in the Facebook group and also on the Mystic Witch Facebook page. Not Facebook page. The Mystic Witch YouTube channel. All my classes are going to go on the Mystic Witch YouTube channel rather than the Lady Moonlight. So anything that you've missed in this class, you can catch up on that. But yeah, but I will give a quick recap just for Jenny who's joined us. We spoke about buying your tarot deck, making sure that you've handled your new tarot deck if it's in a shop. You've looked at the images. As you look at the images on each card and you hold the cards, do these images feel nice, safe? Are you drawn to the images or are you repelled by the images? If you're repelled, put the deck back on the shelf. Those cards were not meant for you. But if you're drawn to the images and the images speak to you on a soul level, then you take them home. Once you've taken them home, you need to cleanse them. I use Californian white sage. I light the sage and I waft the smoke over my cards, the box, the book, everything. Because you don't know who's handled those cards before you. For 3 days and 3 nights, I will carry those cards everywhere. I will even put them under my pillow at night, so that they are attuned to my energy and my energy alone. Then before I'm due to read them, I will cleanse the space or the room that I'm going to read the cards in. And that includes myself. So I will make sure that the smudge smoke is going over the top of me as well. I will then light a little bit of incense. I will then light a candle. As I light the candle, I will make an incantation and I will say something like I invite only light spirits or bright spirits, positive spirits to enter this space. Once I've done that, I imagine a cocoon of white light surrounding me. Hello Jenny, lovely to see you. And welcome to the first class live. So then I would sit with this cocoon of white light throughout the whole reading. So now we're getting to the point of, well, how do we read the cards without using the book? Tonight I'm going to explain how to read oracle cards. They're the easiest cards for beginners who are wanting to throw away the rule book and go with intuition. Why are they the easiest? For one, oracle cards have always got the keywords and short descriptions. That leads you into the card. So for example, this is a unicorn card. So Mahata energy is number 29. Build your light body and accelerate your ascension. Build your light body and accelerate your ascension. So the card is already telling you you are working at a lower level. You need to raise your vibration. So look at the unicorn card in this image along with that message. Where is the unicorn? And where is the emotions, the cups of emotions? Where are the cups? Are they below the unicorn or are they rising upwards, right? You can see that the cups are actually rising upwards with the light. So the unicorn has to rise up with the light. It has to raise its vibration. It has to go from I guess a lower vibration, i.e. Negativity, to positive and self-love, if it wants to accelerate and move forward to be a light worker or working better with spirit. Yes. Yep. Whether it's oracle cards, whether it's tarot cards, it doesn't matter, it's all the same. Oracle or tarot cards, you need to attune them to your energy. And believe it or not, it's the same with crystals. If you buy small crystals, I usually carry that crystal around with me. For 2 or 3 days, I put it under my pillow. I cleanse them. I do the same with crystals as I would do the card. But that's my preference. Because I don't know who else has touched that crystal. Unless it's selenite. Because selenite automatically repels negative energy. But if it's not selenite and it's something else like rose quartz or amethyst, I will cleanse it and I'll carry that crystal around with me for 3 days. You can cleanse crystals either by doing the same way as you would with the cards. Smudge them, burn Californian white sage, and then, for example, if this was a large crystal, which it is, it's a selenite candle holder, you would then hold the crystal under the smoke and make sure that the smoke is wafted all the way around that crystal. If you have a big chunk of selenite, if you don't have white sage, but you have something like selenite, especially this is a selenite candle holder, it's got a big deep well in here for tea light candles. If I've bought a little tiny crystal, I pop the crystals in that hole. The selenite is surrounding that crystal. So the selenite is going to take away any negative energy from that crystal. If you've got a whole bunch of crystals and a chunk of selenite like this, place your crystals on a tray and place that on top of the crystals or on the tray. The selenite is going to draw out all the negative energies. But by far the best way to cleanse your crystals is put them out on a full moon. Every full moon, put your crystals out in the moonlight. If you can't put them outdoors because somebody else will pinch them, make sure you put them on a windowsill that you know that the moonlight is going to shine through the window. As long as your crystals get illuminated by the moon's rays, it will cleanse your crystals. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly. Yay, I just noticed. Diane Smith, welcome to the subscribers. Thank you for subscribing and welcome. I'm just going over the comments that I've missed. Yay, welcome Diane. Yay, you are. But yeah, you know, obviously if you bought a crystal, if you've got a crystal like this, you're not going to stick this under your pillow. You're going to do yourself some damage sticking this crystal under a pillow to carry it about with you. But you could lay this crystal your side of the bed on a bedside unit next to you. For obvious reasons, because of the points on this crystal, you would not want to be putting this under your pillow. It just speaks for itself. But for smaller crystals, yeah. But all my crystals go out on a full moon. Every full moon. Make sure that your crystals that are water sensitive. For example, never put selenite in water to make moon water. Selenite will dissolve in water. It's a very soft crystal, and if you put it in water and you leave it in water long term, it's just going to dissolve like so. So make sure that your crystals, if you're making moon water is simply water that you put in a clear jug or a clear bottle. You leave it outside in the full moon. The moon charges that water and cleanses it, and it has really, really powerful energy in there. But if you really want a powerful moon water that packs a punch, you can also add a clear quartz crystal into the water. So just pop a clear quartz crystal in your bottle of water before putting it out on the moon. The moon charges the crystal and the water, and you've got a powerhouse moon water. Yeah, the ones that I have for protection, because we do have some poltergeist activity in our little house. We've had a poltergeist in the kitchen that has actually physically moved our attic door right out. My partner told me, he says, go in the kitchen and take a look, because we heard this rumble. Went into the kitchen, and the attic door, which you have to physically push up and slide across to get the attic door open. It was wide open and twisted. So we do have a bit of poltergeist activity in our home. So I always, when I'm going to my bed at night, I always have Black obsidian. Black obsidian is the most powerful protective crystal that you can have. It is probably the most expensive as well because of that. But black obsidian packs a punch. It will protect you from any negativity. So I usually have something like a piece of black obsidian under my pillow, or if I've got a black obsidian choker or a chain that I wear in my bed, I will wear that. If you haven't got black obsidian, black tourmaline. Those are the two. Tiger's eye is good too, but tiger's eye isn't as powerful. It doesn't pack a punch as much as black obsidian or black tourmaline would. So if you're looking for a foolproof crystal, black obsidian. But yeah. Well, having black obsidian, Jenny, in your bedroom next to you is going to help that dark spirit to stay away. Also, make sure you cleanse your room with sage. So take a sage stick and cleanse your room with sage. Also, if you want to detox your body while you're sleeping, peel an onion, chop it into little pieces and put it in a dish and put the onion next to your bed. Onions absorb negative energy, and it also absorbs toxins from your body while you sleep. Some people take a slice of onion and put it in their sock. Why? Because the sole of your feet has got little acupuncture points. So the onion is able to then soak through the acupuncture points and draw out any toxins from your body. Oh, no problem. I won't tell you off, Diane. You're fine. Yeah, definitely. Take an onion to bed. I wouldn't suggest putting an onion under your pillow. That would probably keep you awake, and you'd probably cry all night because of the stench of the onion. But you could chop some onion up, put it in a dish and put it on your bedside table on your side. Or some people like to tie a little, they like to glue it onto maybe a piece of cloth and hang the cloth above their bed. Some people put it in their sock. It doesn't matter where you put the onion. The onion is going to absorb negative energy anyway. Myself, I like to sage our room on a regular basis. Dream catchers are fantastic as well for keeping you safe in your bedroom. They stop nightmares. But with dream catchers, you need to make sure also that you're cleansing them out every month. I'm going to be talking about dream catchers and crystals, etc. in future subscriber only classes. So watch this space. Hello, Cecilia. Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. Cecilia, you can watch the class, but because it's subscriber comments only, it's only the TikTok subscribers that can comment, but you're welcome to watch the class anyway, because I'm going to be sharing it in the TikTok chat. But Lucy wanted to join in the chat, so she subscribed on here too. And Diane has just joined us as a subscriber, so I am chuffed to bits that Diane is joining us as well. But yeah, onions are great for curing sickness, and we're going to be talking about herbs and including onions in later classes. But I don't want to get too far off track with the card lesson that we're doing tonight. So, pulling back to the cards, we spoke about buying them, we spoke about making sure that you've attuned those cards to your energy, cleansing them, cleansing your space, putting up protection, also wearing protection crystals when you're doing readings helps a massive difference. Putting that cocoon of white light around you as well will protect you while you're doing your readings. So for anyone starting out just learning to use your intuition, oracle cards over tarot cards are so much better. You will find out why in class 2 when I teach you how to read tarot cards. It's a whole different ball game, and it's a little bit more complicated than reading oracle cards, which is why I've made the first class, which is open to everyone, but only subscribers can comment. Next week, it will be a closed subscriber class, so you will need to be a subscriber to actually take part in class 2. Diane, you're more than welcome. We're delighted to have you. I love all my subscribers. Okay, so we're kind of going through a couple of these cards. I've got angel card, oracle cards with me, and I've also got unicorn, but the same thing will apply to all oracle cards. So why are oracle cards easier to read via intuition and not the rule book? One, they've got everything you need in short descriptions. So they've got Mahatma energy, which is universal energy. That already tells you, along with the image, that it's talking about rising your vibration. Build your light's body, accelerate your ascension. So you need to be making sure, if you're going to connect spiritually or you're going to be working on a spiritual path, you're going to have to make sure that your spiritual energy has ascended into the highest level. Self-love is the highest spiritual energy that you will ever be able to get. So there's a lot of healing needed for a lot of people before they get to this point. So the description itself is already telling you that you need to rise your vibration. You need to raise it. So then you go from the subscription to looking at the description to looking at the image. What does that image, what is in the image, and what does that image speak to you of? No problem, Diane. If you subscribe to my The Mystic Witch YouTube channel, you'll get the rest of this class on there. And Diane, if you are on Facebook, please let me know what your Facebook name is, because I can add you to the subscription group on Facebook as well. Because this video is going to get put in my subscription group on there as well. So do let me know. Hello, Marion. So, looking at the card, you can see that the unicorn is on the ground. And cups of emotion are higher than the unicorn. There is light from the unicorn's feet rising up, right, to universe. So the unicorn's goal is to get from here to the higher ascension, to raise itself. It's already doing that by standing on its hind legs, kind of thing. It's lifting its legs to say, I need to rise here. I need to get higher up. So how does he do that? Well, to do that, first of all, we need to get rid of negativity. So getting rid of negativity, for example, might mean writing everything that is negative in the past down on paper, burning it and casting it to the four winds, or burying it in Mother Earth. Another way of doing it is daily affirmations. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not anger. Just for today, I will count my many blessings. Just for today, I will do my work with honesty and integrity. And just for today, I will be kind to all living things. And then you can look in the mirror and tell your reflection, tell your soul, I am strong, I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am abundant, I am worthy of love, I am love. And I am perfect just the way that I am. And you do these affirmations every day, at least for 21 days in a row, because when you repeat something 21 days in a row, it becomes a habit and a routine. When it becomes a habit and routine, it gets into our psyche. And it just becomes automatic that everything that we do is done in love and light and positivity rather than negativity. You can't ascend to the higher level if you think, well, today I'll be positive, tomorrow I'll just go back to being negative, and I won't bother doing affirmations or meditations, etc. It's not going to work. So this card tells us, without even using the rule book that came with it, we need to rise our vibration. Maybe we are holding too much negativity from the past or even the present. Maybe our thoughts and our actions are negative, or we're surrounding ourselves with negative people that we really should be cutting ties with. So already you can see that oracle cards are so easy to start using your intuition. If you're using this card to read for others, this card then will tell you that that person has had a lot of negativity in their life and they need to rise their vibration. They need to get rid of that in order to heal. And white light is healing, loving light. So they need to ascend. They need to heal first and foremost on the earth, which is where all the white light is. And then they need to ascend gradually, bit by bit. So already you can see how that works. All right. Okay, no problem. What have you, I don't know if Diane's still with us, but what image have you got on your, in fact, you know what, Diane, if you're on Facebook, go to The Mystic Witch Facebook page and put a like on there, and I'll look for Diane Smith and I can add you from there. It's a lot easier, because there's probably like 101 Diane Smiths on Facebook. I'm going to also jot your name down as well so that I know to look for you. Diane Smith on Facebook. Okay, I got you down. I've got you down. Thank you, Lucy, for the likes. So I'm going to do another 2 of the unicorn cards just as an example, and then we'll do angel cards just to give you 2 different sets to kind of see too. So I'm going to, now that I've showed you 1 card, let's have a little practice with Lucy. What we've learned so far with that first unicorn card. I'm going to show you the next unicorn card. So the next unicorn card is this. It's got lots of purples in this. I don't know if I can get this light a little bit better so that we can see. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It's not so stark. Magical Crystal Cave is the name of this card. Okay? And it's 21. 2 and 1 makes 3. I love 21 because you add the numbers up and it's 3. So it's a powerful card. Magical Crystal Cave is a powerful card. So then we go on to the description. And the description is saying, switch on your inner light and bring forward your gifts. Switch on your inner light and bring forward your gifts. So you've got the keywords, you've got the times 3, which is 3, power of 3, and you've got the keyword switch on your inner light and bring forward your gifts. So looking at this card, Lucy, using just your intuition and what you see on the card and the keyword, how would you read this card? So we have the unicorn in a ray of light. And the unicorn is surrounded by amethyst crystals. And there is also, to the left of the unicorn, a key. So what would this tell you? Yep, purple is a healing color. Amethyst is a healing crystal. And remember, switch on your inner light. Bring forward your gifts. So what kind of spiritual gift is this card telling you that you may already have? Bring forward your inner gifts. Yep, I love that. I heard key to your soul. Perfect, right? That's using your intuition. Because using your intuition, you are listening. You are paying attention to with closed eyes to any images that you get internally. And yes, Lucy heard key to your soul. Right, your soul knows all the answers. So look within for the answers. Key to your soul. Gift of healing, exactly. This card is letting you know that switch on your inner light because there's healing needed, right? Now, I'm a Reiki master. If I pull this card for myself, it's telling me get Reiki. Turn on your Reiki because you're needing to do a little bit of self-healing. So turn on your Reiki and bring forward your healing gifts. So turn my Reiki on and send that Reiki energy to where it's needed. If that Reiki energy is needed for me, then I will pull the Reiki energy towards me. So this card is basically saying, for you, or if you're reading for somebody else, this person needs healing. This person's chakras are out of line. This person's maybe feeling a bit negative. So this person needs to start doing some self-healing. They need to look deep within. So they need to get the key to their soul. They need to look deep within to find anything negative that is holding them back and release it. And then they need to use their natural healing ability to be able to heal what is needed to be healed. The unicorn is also saying you can use amethyst crystal, which is a healing crystal. You can also call on the light angel, which is the light healing angel, which is obviously Archangel Raphael. Yeah, and this is the thing, the more that you practice reading cards using your intuition, the more that you will find what your power is, right? I'm fortunate, I have clairaudience, but I can also see through my third eye. I can also sense as well. So I can always sense when spirit are around me. Probably because I've got long hair. If you ever wonder why witches and indigenous people like Native Americans have long hair, it's because the strands of your hair, especially if you keep your hair healthy, can let you know when spirit are around. So yeah, this card may be saying you need to open and use all your gifts, whether it's seeing, whether it's hearing, or a combination of both. Chances are, if you're a star seed, you're going to have all of the gifts. I can hear sometimes. Sometimes I can speak as well. Sometimes if you talk to yourself, for example, right? Many years ago, people said, "Oh, she's talking to herself. She's not right. She's a weirdo." Chances are that person wasn't a weirdo. That person was probably a very gifted person, because that person is not speaking to themselves. They are speaking to spirit, and sometimes they don't even know. It's their self-conscious. It's their subliminal mind that is actually communicating with spirit, and we use our throat chakra to answer them back. So chances are, as you progress with reading the cards using your intuition, you're going to realize gifts that you never thought you had. So you might start hearing spirit as well as seeing them. You might sense there's somebody behind you and you look round and there's nobody there. That's your inner sense. You might feel tingles, like somebody's touching your hair. Again, if you've got long hair like me, that's inevitable that that's going to happen. You might start feeling cold and light and energy. You might start seeing aura colours round about people. So you might look at somebody and say, "Oh, you've got a lot of purple. That person needs healing because they've got a lot of purple." Or that person needs to speak up more because they've got a lot of blue around their aura. Yeah, I talk to myself all the time, but I don't talk to myself. I'm talking to spirit. My mum used to say when I was younger, she's talking to her imaginary friends again. But yeah, if you talk to yourself, it doesn't mean say you're going crazy. You're probably the most sane person there. But talking to yourself or finding yourself, and sometimes you don't even know you're talking to yourself until you actually catch yourself talking to yourself, if that makes sense. And then you think, "Oh, I'm talking to myself." But it's your subconscious or your spiritual mind that is communicating with spirit. Spirit are talking to you, and you're simply just answering them back. So yeah, if you're talking to yourself, that's where you're going. That's what's happening. For anyone that has just joined us and they're wondering why you can't comment, this is a subscriber-only spiritual development class. So unless you've hit that subscribe button and you're already subscribed, you won't be able to comment. Every Sunday I will be doing subscriber classes. But they will be private. This class is public, just so that people that aren't subscribing get a taste of the classes that I'm going to be doing in the future. This is also going to be saved to the Mystic Witch YouTube channel and on my Facebook subscribers page as well. But next Sunday, for part 2 of this class, which is reading cards using your intuition, it will just be a private subscriber only live. But yeah, talking to yourself. So well done, Lucy, because you got the gist of this card already. Just by the keywords, looking at the key. Lucy's first thought looking at the key is the key to your soul. The crystal and purple is healing energy. So this person needs to heal in order to raise their vibration. And to do that, they need to use their natural gifts. So if you've pulled this card, it's probably telling you you've got natural healing abilities. So you'd be able to just, a lot of people are healers and they don't even know it. And one way of finding out whether you are a natural healer is if you ever get a headache, take your left hand and just place your left hand on your forehead. And just leave it on your forehead for a little while. And you may find that your headache starts to disappear. If it doesn't, then you're not a natural healer. And you might have to work on your spiritual path to unlock that gift. I've always been a natural spiritual healer. If I hurt myself, I would just, like if I grazed my wrist or whatever, I would simply just put my left hand on my wrist, if it was my right wrist that is, and just hold it there, and it would ease the pain a little bit. So it's an easy way of finding out if you've got natural healing abilities, is if you've hurt yourself or you've got a headache, just place your left hand where it is. And once that headache dispels, use your right hand and just swipe your forehead 3 times to get rid of any toxins that healing energy has pulled out. And then rub your hands and chuck it in the corner of the room. It's what I do with Reiki. At the end of a Reiki session, we sweep the person's aura and we get it away from the person so that they receive the healing energy. So well done, Lucy. That you did the second card really, really well there. So the last unicorn one before we practice 3 of the angel cards is this one. I know Lucy will love this one. I feel Lucy will be drawn to this one because how beautiful is that unicorn in the moon, and it also has the white dove carrying a light across the unicorn's back. Pure intention is the message that the card has, and the key word is find clarity and surrender your ego. So again, I'm going to turn to Lucy. Yep. Hello, Rochelle. Welcome. Now, Rochelle, I know that you are a subscriber, but on Facebook. But you'll not be able to comment until you subscribe here, but you can still watch this live. This is just a sample live. But I will be sharing this on the Facebook group, so you'll be able to catch up with it anyway. It could be both. It could be saving grace. Okay, it could be a name. It could be that you need to let go of ego and have a little bit of grace. When you let go of ego, you fly free. But if you don't let go of ego, you're kind of stuck on the ground. You're digging your heels on the ground. And you're just being stubborn. You're not open to suggestions. You're not open to change. If you want to see clarity, if you want to connect more, a lot of people will never rise or ascend because they have this mindset that nobody is better than them, nobody is wiser than them, they know everything, right? We always meet somebody in life that's like that, right? That's because they're working with ego. Oh, I've been to university, I know all of this, I've done the course, I've read the books, I've done this and I've done that. I don't need to listen to spiritual wisdom because I know better. That's working with ego. So chances are, if you get this card for yourself, or you're reading this card for yourself, it's asking you to look within. What is it that you know, what ego are you working with? What ego do you need to let go of in order to be able to be open to spiritual message, to the messages? You might get some message, but they're not clear messages. And that's because you are blocking your crown and your third eye chakra through your ego, or just being locked, not open to spirit. So this card is maybe saying it's time to work with energy, let go of ego, and allow a higher authority, i.e. spirit, universe, Mother Earth, our guides, to guide us and to give us more information. We don't know everything. I don't know everything, but the universe and Mother Nature does. So sometimes we just have to tell ourselves, you know what, I know a lot, but I don't know everything. And I don't claim to know everything. But I will seek for knowledge every day. That is letting go of ego. That is letting the universe know, yes, I may be wise to a certain degree, but there's so much more that I can learn. And I endeavor to learn. Once you let go of that ego, you can rise and be able to fly free. And you're more open to receiving more clarity, more clear messages by working with a pure intention. Keeping your intentions pure rather than working with ego would be the message of this card. So you can see that without even needing a rule book, how easy if we just pay attention to our thoughts, to what we're hearing, to what we're feeling, and the detail that's in the cards. Time to get out of the darkness into the light. Time to reach for higher knowledge, i.e. the crown crystal, higher knowledge. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Get it off your chest. If you're carrying a lot of negativity, you're not going to rise, right? You're just going to be stuck without being able to rise. You need to get whatever's on your chest, whatever's bothering you, get it out there so that you can then change that and work positively. Yep. And probably why you're drawn to the chest area, and look at the unicorn. Where is his light or her light? It's on the chest. You need to get it off your chest. You need to release it. And where is its the unicorn's horn pointing? It's pointing upwards. I need to release what's no longer needed so that I can rise up and receive messages from the divine. And when I've risen up and received messages from the divine, I can fly free. I'm not burdened with any negativity. So, well read, Lucy. But yeah, Spirit will always guide you. So let's, to finish this class, let's do 3 angel cards. But remember, even though I'm showing you angel cards and unicorn cards, I have got loads of cards in my little shelf here, and there's a lot of oracle ones. I would use the same method with any oracle card, because with any oracle card you've got keywords, you've got a brief introduction, and you've got the images. And then you've got your own third eye images. What are you hearing? What are you feeling? What are your thoughts saying? What's the first thought that comes to your mind when you are looking at that card? Also bear in mind as well, are you reading this card for you? If you're reading this card for you, then the information in that card is for you. If you're reading for somebody else, then you have to remember that the information that you're getting, whether it's through hearing, whether it's through your third eye, whether it's through your thoughts, whether it's through your intuition, i.e. your feeling, whether it just rattles off the tongue, you've got to remember that that message is not for you, it's for the person that you are reading for. So instead of, I need to do this, you're then telling the person they need to do this. And this is where you will see that every card is different. Alright, because that unicorn card that we just read, that might speak that for you, but if you were reading that card for somebody else, Lucy, chances are you might pick up different things. And that's the magic of being able to practice reading cards just using your intuition. So let's randomly pick 3 angel cards just to practice with the 3 angel cards. So the first angel card that I've picked up, angel cards again, same thing, it has keywords at the top this time, and their explanation or brief explanation is at the bottom, and the image is in between. So, Earth Angel. Alright, so that is telling us straight away, the person that we are reading for is an Earth Angel, whether they know it or not. So if it was for me, I already know I'm an Earth Angel, I'm a starseed, or I'm an indigo child. So that resonates with me straight away. Then you go to the description. What does the description say? You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. So we've got the words and we've got the description. So again, I'm turning to Lucy. Lucy, what does the image tell you? What are you picking up from the image? On the image, you do have the moon. You do have the moon, and you do have an Earth Angel. So what would that image, knowing that I don't know if you can see that title. Knowing that the title is Earth Angel, and you are a light worker who's come to Earth to teach about love. Oh wow! Do you know what? I'm gonna give my camera a little clean, because I think there's something on the camera, because the wording is a little bit blurred. You might see it a bit clearer. It's a little bit better. That's so much better. You saw that lady. You saw that lady in your dream. Wow. Yeah. So if you saw that lady in your dream, the message in your dream is telling you you're an Earth Angel, or you're a starseed, or you're an indigo child. And it's saying you're a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. So the message that you got in your dream is the same message that's in this card, which is absolutely freaky. But it's letting you know you're an earth angel. And your mission on this earth is to teach others about love, to teach others and lead others on a spiritual journey. And in order to do that, you probably had to meet me first. And that's why you have always you've had this connection with me. Myself and Lucy have been connected in a past life as well. Yes. They're in the globe that she's holding, they are butterflies. Yeah. Exactly. Communicate with nature. Yep, communicate with nature. Also, notice the crystal that she's got on her chest. It's a blue crystal. Speak your truth. You also notice the elements, earth, air, fire and water. The colours of earth, air, fire and water. Universal being, spiritual being that has come down to earth, i.e. the globe is Mother Earth, to work with nature, to teach about Mother Nature, but to teach the spiritual path. This was the Earth Angel message I got when I was younger. And my great-grandmother, who has always been my guide, told me it was my mission in life to teach and to heal and to guide others. And here I am back to teaching again. So this card came to you, funnily enough, before this class. But yeah, communicate with nature. It's letting you know, hey Lucy, this is your path. And this is why Lucy has never really fitted in with other people. A lot of light workers and star seeds and indigo children don't fit in with normal society because they're not of earth. They are spiritual beings having a human existence. They are light workers. They are earth angels, universal beings that are working on earth to wake the earth up, to wake people up, to guide them, to lead them to where they need to be. Isn't it spooky that card out of all the angel cards came up? But already you can see how the keyword, the description, and paying attention to even the smallest of details. For example, her hair, earth, air, fire and water is in her hair and her face. She's got the blue for the throat chakra, even though it's at the heart, but it's telling her to get things off her chest. It's placed in the chest area or the heart area. Speak your truth. Tell the world the truth. Wake people up with the truth and work with Mother Nature to set the earth free. Butterflies flying free. And how does a butterfly begin its life? In the dark cocoon. And it has to come out of the dark into the light to be able to spread its beautiful wings and fly. So we're leading people out of the dark and back into the light where they should be. And that is what earth angels are called to do. Yeah, exactly. Hungry caterpillar, always looking for answers. So the second one, the key word is fairies, although it's back to front, but it is fairies. So you have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. So let's see what is in the image. Where is the fairy? What is she doing? What is around her? And what is above her? So just pulling this out a little bit so that you can see. So what does that card speak to you? There you go, see, you were drawn, yeah, you have a strong bond with the fairies because, of course you do, because you worked with fairies as a child, you believed in fairies. It's a true saying, if you never believe in fairies, you will never see a fairy. If you never believe in magic, you will never see magic. And your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. You love gardening, you love working with flowers, you love growing things, seeing them growing from a seed into a beautiful flower. And that gift of nature was handed down to you from family member to family member. But as a small child, as you said, shut the door, I was drawn to fairies when I was younger. Funny enough, so was I. I now have a fairy garden. But yeah, again, it goes hand in hand with the first card. You're an earth angel sent to help people here on earth. Fairies are earth beings working with Mother Nature. So it goes hand in hand that the fairies are also working with you. Light workers and fairies work together. Funny enough, so do unicorns. Magical beings. Universal beings. We all, light workers, star seeds, indigo children, all light workers, all healers, all teachers, and all on the same mission to work with Mother Nature and to lead the way and waken the earth up, waken everybody up, leading everyone out of the dark, and into the light. Yep. There you go. Perfect reading. So you see that what I am picking up and what you are picking up are very similar, but very different as well. Which goes to show you that when I read this card, or if I read this card, I may see something different from when you read the card. You may see something different from me. That's the beauty of using your intuition and the messages that you get from guides. You're not following a rule book. You're using your senses. You're using your third eye. You're using your ears. You're using your intuition. You're listening to your thoughts. Yeah, exactly. Finding flowers that you haven't planted in your garden is gifts from Spirit. Listening to the robins. Yes, there is a little robin. In fact, there's two robins. So it's like a grandmother and a grandfather working hand in hand together with yourself and the Fae. There's more than one robin, there's two robins. So these robins are helping you on your healing journey. So just in those 2 cards, you've been able to gather really valuable information without even looking at the guidebook. This is why Class 1 for everyone to view, even if they're not subscribers. It gives you an insight in the things that I'm going to teach in my future classes. This is only the beginning. The spiritual path has thousands of information, lots of information, and that information I will be sharing with you as the weeks go by. Next week will be Class 2, which is tarot cards. That's a little bit more complicated. Works on the same principle, but there are other aspects to take into consideration for that. So for the open class, for subscribers who can comment, and non-subscribers sadly can't comment on this, but next week it won't be open. I want to just give my teaching to my subscribers. So next Sunday's class, which will be part 2, using your intuition for tarot. This class is covering oracle cards. Next week is tarot. But that will be a closed live where only subscribers can come in and watch the live, and only subscribers can comment. So if you want to be a part of future classes, hit that subscribe button so that next Sunday you won't miss out on part 2 of this class if you've already enjoyed part 1. Yay! Yeah, and of course they're celebrating with you. They're celebrating you getting the message, right? You've got these messages. So yeah, definitely. So the last card, just as an example, so we've used 3 unicorns as an example. I've done my side, Lucy's picked up on what she, very similar messages but very different as well. So for the last card, I'm going to let Lucy do her interpretation of this card, and then I'm going to give you my interpretation of this card. And you'll see that reading the same oracle card, using your intuition, using your natural gifts, whether it's hearing, whether it's listening to your thoughts, whether it's seeing things in your third eye just by closing your eyes, whether it's feeling sad, anxious, whatever. It just goes to show you how different the cards can be. Thank you for the likes. So the last card for this live class. Clear yourself is the key word that this card gives you. Clear yourself. And the description, ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. So I'm going to go to Lucy first. So that, just to remind, ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed is the brief description, and clear yourself. What does the image speak to you? So you have this spiritual figure. What's that spiritual figure doing? What's around them? And what does that card speak to you? It is a very, it's a very calming picture, isn't it? Yep, Isis, the Egyptian goddess, could be involved in clearing as well. She's, especially if she's your main goddess, you can, she will come through on this one. So using the keyword clear yourself, ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed, and the image. What else are you picking up on this card? Yeah, the only way is up. So so that is how you interpreted the card with its message and with its meanings, as well as the image. Now I'm going to look at the same card. Clear yourself. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. Well, what I see is that this person is surrounded by red toxins, toxic energies. It's not within him, it's around him. So there are people around this person that are toxic. Maybe people that are trying to hurt him, bully him. Maybe people from the past. And he's held on to that hurt. And it may be people in his current life who've maybe come as friends, but are actually stabbing this person in the back and causing him more harm. Overwork, overtired, taking on negative burdens, not resting enough, not sleeping enough, not eating properly, sometimes eating toxic foods. We can absorb negative things or negative energies just from our food and drink. So maybe changing our diet's going to help. Maybe eating more organic fruit and vegetables, making food from scratch rather than processed foods, etc. Releasing toxic people out of our life. And as you can see, this person is also breathing out white light. So he's taking all of that toxic energy and releasing it. He's just basically breathing in fresh air and taking out all of the toxins. When we breathe properly, we breathe through the nose, taking a deep breath and filling our lungs with air, blowing our lungs and our diaphragm up with air. When we breathe out through the nose, through the mouth, slowly, whilst pulling in our tummy and diaphragm, and that is releasing toxins from our body. This is exactly what this image is telling us. Release toxins. Bring in the positive, i.e. oxygen, which is what our bodies need, and release the toxins which our body don't need. And that's internally. Externally, we need to release the people that no longer serve us. We need to release the people in our lives that bring us down. We need to release traumas from the past and able to move on into the light. Once we've released all of that, then we can move on. Yep. And when you've hit rock bottom, because other people have pulled you up, yeah, the only way is up. Right? When you get as low as you can get, you can't go any lower. So you're either going to stay at base bottom, or you're going to climb yourself out of the pit and climb back up again. Yeah, declutter your life. Get rid of all the clutter. Do a bit of spring cleaning. I do that every just before Christmas. In fact, the day before I put my Christmas tree up, everything gets spring cleaned. So I do decluttering. Me and my partner are always decluttering. And we're always chucking things out. The last time we did a deep declutter, I think it was like 3 or 4 bin bags full of stuff. And it was stuff that we would say, I'll keep that just in case. I don't really need it, but I'll keep it just in case. Right? We've all done that. We just don't want to get rid of it. The only thing I won't chuck out is my crystals. I just draw a line there. But decluttering, yeah. Do a spring clean. Do a declutter. Not just of our living space, but do a declutter of our soul as well. Total declutter. Release what we don't need. And you know what? This is a perfect time to do it because we're only 3 days away from a new moon. And new moon's all about releasing. Oh, I haven't heard that song. Pop. So if you get the song Pop in your head, does that particular song, does it relate to a memory that you shared with somebody that's in spirit? Often when we get songs in our head, it's loved ones that are trying to communicate with us through song. I always seem to know when my mum's around because Pal of My Cradle days either plays in my head or plays on my shuffle list. Oh, the only way is up. Yeah. Now I get you. Yeah. The only way is up after the bottom. Yeah, exactly. So, I know that Lucy's the only subscriber, I think, unless Jenny's still here. I know Diane was here a little while. Diane subscribed tonight because she wanted to join in future lessons. If you haven't got the little yellow badge that Lucy is wearing, then you're not a subscriber. To get future classes with myself, like this one, you do need to be a subscriber by next Sunday. Every Sunday I will be doing spiritual classes. This class was on how to read oracle cards using just your intuition. Next Sunday we're going into part 2 where we will be talking about reading tarot by throwing away the tarot rule book and using just your intuition. Very similar to using oracle cards, but a little bit more complicated, which is why class 1, I wanted to do class 1 as an open class, but subscribers are the only ones that could comment because my classes are just going to be for subscribers. But I wanted class 1 to be open as well, because there are some of my followers that maybe have thought about subscribing and thought, nah, I don't think I'll bother. But they might have watched this class and thought, you know what, I want to carry on these classes. I want to go into class 2. I want to go into class 3, 4, 5 and beyond. And I want to join Lady Moonlight on this spiritual journey. And if that's you, then hit that subscribe button and join me next Sunday. It will be a closed subscription live next Sunday. What does that mean? It means that the live will only be open and visible to subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, I think the only way that you would see the class is if you were in my subscriber Facebook group, or if you viewed the Mystic Witch YouTube channel, because I will be sharing this live video on there for my subscribers. It's a YouTube channel I don't really use a lot. I usually use Lady Moonlight for my public stuff. But for my subscribers or anyone interested in the spiritual path, it will be, all my spiritual lessons will be on the Mystic Witch YouTube channel. The link to that is in my website on my bio. So I don't know, Lucy, before we end class, is there any questions that you have particularly on the class? Is there anything that you would like to ask? My candle is slightly flickering, but Spirit have kind of dimmed it a little bit, which is very odd. It's a very dim light. Must know that my class is coming to an end. I'm sure if you think of anything, you'll PM me. And you know what? I love that. When somebody comes to one of my classes and they go away with, oh my gosh, I can so relate to that. Or they have that wow moment when they realize that the cards that have came out, which are just random cards, are cards that mean something to you. And you can also see how Lucy's interpretation of these cards were very similar, but yet very different to my interpretation. And for example, that last card, Clear Yourself, that card would mean something for Lucy, but then if Lucy was reading for someone else, the message would be different, because before she read that card for someone else, she would set an intention for her guides. Help me to pick a card that is going to relate to Jane Smith, who I'm going to be reading for. I don't want, make it quite clear to Spirit that you don't want Spirit to give you information about something pertaining to you. You are going to be, I'm using Jane Smith for just as an example, but I would say, I'm doing this reading for Jane Smith. Please give me the information that I need, or that Jane Smith needs. Not me, but Jane Smith. Set that intention before you read for somebody else. When you set that intention and you read the keyword and the description, and you look at the image and you listen to your thoughts, you listen with your ears, you speak whatever comes out of your mouth at the time, because Spirit will help you to speak truth, you'll find that the message on this card is very, very different from the message that the card gave yourself. And that is the beauty and that is the magic of being able to read through intuition. I had a beautiful, beautiful lady. If you haven't followed her already on TikTok, give her a follow. Her name is Sharin, Sharin, Cherub, Cherub. Beautiful, beautiful reader. And she follows me and I follow her back. And she does beautiful readings just using the rule book. And she messaged me once and said, how do you do it? How do you read these cards without, how do you memorize? She thought I was memorizing the rule book. How do you memorize the rule book for every single deck? I don't memorize the rule book for every single deck, because I don't go by the rule book. I go through intuition. And she said, I would love to learn that. I would love to know how I can get away from the rule book and use my intuition on its own. And these classes would absolutely help her 100%, and anybody else that feels drawn to reading cards using their intuition. I would always say that if you are learning to read just by using your intuition, start with oracle cards. Just because oracle cards do have the keyword and the description as well as the image. Tarot cards are a little bit tricky. They will give you keywords but not the description. The description would normally be learned in the tarot rule book but we are not reading tarot rule books. We are reading using our intuition. So next Sunday, same time, 9 p.m, it will be a subscriber only class from next Sunday onwards. So if you're not a subscriber, you won't see the video and you won't be able to comment. If you are already a TikTok subscriber on my lives, you will get into the classes. If you are not sure whether you want to join the subscription, you can go to the Mystic Witch YouTube channel, rewatch this class. If this class resonates with you, then throughout the week, make sure you've subscribed so that when I come live on Sunday, you'll be able to join in the class. If it doesn't resonate with you, then you don't have to subscribe. What do subscribers get? They get these classes every single week. Lucy has just won this beautiful bracelet, which will be winging its way to Lucy tomorrow. I'm super excited that she's going to get this. So every month I will be doing a prize draw. Lucy won this month's draw. If I can get up to 20 subscribers by the end of December or mid-December when the next draw is drawn, I will do 2 giveaways. The gifts that I will give will either be a piece of healing jewellery. I make them myself and I put spiritual and Reiki healing in them and I also bless them. Or it could even be a dream catcher. But you can, whatever it is that I am giving away, you can guarantee it is handcrafted and blessed and cleansed by myself. And it will be posted free of charge to whoever wins it. As well as the classes, as well as the prize draws. Every subscriber gets a 2-card free reading on all of my live readings. Even the gifted ones, they don't have to gift. They will get 2-card reading free of charge. They will also get half price full readings. So instead of a full reading costing them £20, it would only be £10 for a full hour's reading. For a photo reading, it's normally £15, but subscribers would get a photo reading for just £10. Well, sorry, £8 it is. So they would get it half price. And of course, I will also be doing every Wednesday, we're going to have subscriber only events. I'm thinking I will put whatever the subscriber event this Wednesday is. I am going to be doing a weekly schedule, which I will post on my profile here on TikTok. So you'll see every week what the events is. It could be a karaoke night, it could be a meditation night, it could be a subscriber only readings night where every single subscriber can get a reading. Hello, Jenny. Oh, no problem, Jenny. Jenny, I'm hoping I will be able to upload this video to the Facebook group. If you're already in the Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, give me a message and I will add you to the Facebook group. I'm also going to save this video onto my the Mystic Witch, YouTube channel. The link is on my website here on TikTok. The link to my subscription group on Facebook is also on TikTok. So just click the link anyway, Jenny, and you'll get on there as well. No problem. Thank you for joining me, Lucy. And congratulations on winning the bracelet. That will be getting winged its way to you tomorrow. It's getting posted tomorrow for you. Well, with that, I'm going to head off. Thank you to everyone for joining me for this class. Thank you to all our new subscribers. Diane subscribed tonight, so Diane will be joining me and Jenny and Lucy and all my other subscribers next Sunday right here on TikTok in a closed subscribers only class. So if you want to be a part of those classes, if you want to be a part of the Wednesday subscriber only events, make sure you hit that subscribe button before Wednesday or Sunday to take part in part 2. This video will be shared to the Mystic Witch YouTube channel and my subscriber Facebook group. Please note, if you're not a subscriber, you don't get into the Facebook group. It's only for my TikTok subscribers. This particular lesson will be shared on the Mystic Witch YouTube channel as well. As from next week, next Sunday's class will be a closed subscribers class only. So if you've not subscribed, you won't see the class or the video, or you won't be able to take part in the class. You need to be a subscriber to be able to join me in future classes. My classes are spiritual development. This class was all about reading oracle cards, using your intuition, how to choose your cards, how to protect yourself in reading cards, etc. So if you've not been able to catch this example class for non-subscribers, if you go to my website on my link here on TikTok, and if you scroll left to the second page, all my social media links are on there, including the Mystic Witch YouTube channel. Click on the Mystic Witch YouTube channel, and if you subscribe to that, you'll also get to view all the lessons. Obviously, you can't comment on the lessons or watch the lessons live here on TikTok, because that will only be for subscribers. So thank you to Jenny, to Diane, to Lucy, my subscribers who have joined me tonight for the class. I hope you've enjoyed the class. I'm back tomorrow night for Gifted Readings Live, and that will be at 9 p.m. tomorrow, Monday the 21st. So I look forward to joining everyone live tomorrow. It's not a subscriber only, it's for everyone, but it is gift only readings. So have a great Sunday night, everyone. Love and bright blessings. I'm going off to do the card of the day here on my TikTok. So love and blessings, everyone. I hope you've all enjoyed this class. First one, and congratulations to Lucy, who won our first subscriber monthly draw, which was this beautiful bracelet, which is going to Lucy tomorrow. So well done, Lucy Yates, on winning that. Can't wait to give away more wonderful gifts. But thank you everyone for joining me. Love and bright blessings, everyone. Take care. Have a great Sunday.